Today, a new interview with Kamala Harris and a familiar question, but an answer that carries extra consequence this time around.
Are you prepared to be commander-in-chief?
Yes, I am, if necessary. But Joe Biden is going to be fine. And let me tell you something. I work with Joe Biden every day. The work that, under Joe Biden's leadership, our administration has accomplished is transformative. I think the American people, most of all, want a leader who actually gets things done.
My panel is back with me now. What do you make of that answer? And more broadly, how she is shaping up to have a role in the re-election campaign?
It's clear that Harris wants to defer to Biden and really reinforce the argument of this administration that he is vital and up to the job. At the same time, she also clearly wants to alleviate concerns that Republican candidates are trying to push that a Harris administration would be worse than a Biden administration. But there's also a tension of Harris talking about this at all. We've seen in our polling today and in general that there are other Democrats in the party who would prefer someone else other than Harris to succeed Biden. And that we shouldn't be surprised that there are politicians who want to be the next president of the United States, and Democratic politicians. That's what happens all the time. But that Harris, the sitting vice president, isn't the de facto choice is telling to the party's confidence in her.
And it is true that the Republican candidates, most specifically Nikki Haley, is pounding away relentlessly at the notion that Kamala Harris could be president, and you don't want that.
She can do it in a way that most of her rivals can't because she's a woman. So she can make this argument, and she is making it. She made it repeatedly. I was with her in New Hampshire this week. She makes it, and look, what that really is a proxy for that President Biden's old, that they're liberals, so it's a lot going on here. But there is no question that the vice president is at the center of attention from all different sides now. There's also a question, if you play this out, and if there would be another nominee to somehow replace President Biden, which isn't going to happen, she is still the leading person in that race. She's the vice president of the United States. So I think that is, for all the discussion in Washington about how she may not be living up to things, there are people in the country, African-American voters, women voters, others, who like to see more of her. So whether she likes it or not, we are going to see more of her.